Today, we're going to learn how to form the letters F, S, and T. Let's begin with the letter F. On your paper, make sure you have your bracket drawn for your top line, your middle line, and your bottom line. And remember, I want you to picture an imaginary box to help us when we're forming our letters. You do not have to draw this box, but it's there if you need it. Okay, so we're going to go to the top line to form the letter F. We're going to move over one and start just below that top line, okay? Just about here. Then we're going to curve around to the top and then down to the bottom, so it looks like this. Curve around and down to the bottom, okay? Then we're going to find that middle line. We're going to touch that middle line and move across. And this is how you write the lowercase f. So let's try again. Ready? So find that just below that top line. And there we go. Now, if you remembered the letter F, I want you to think of a fish. And when you say fish, I want you to think about what sound you hear at the beginning of that word. I hear the f sound. That is the sound that the letter F makes. So we're going to make that sound as we write two more F's. Here we go. F. F. All right, good job. You can pause the video here and you can write a few more lowercase letter F's and make sure you make the f sound like in fish every time you write that letter. Moving on, go ahead and put an X. Let's do our top line, our midline, and our bottom line. Now before we go to the letter S, I actually want us to focus on the letter T first because it's very similar to the letter F, okay? So for the letter T, we're gonna find our top line. We're gonna move over one, just like we have that imaginary box, and we're gonna start at the top line and we're going to go down to the bottom line. Just like that. And then we're going to find that middle line and we're going to go across. Just like that. And that is the lowercase t. And when you think of the lowercase t, I want you to think of a turtle. Everyone say turtle. What sound do you hear at the beginning? I hear the t sound. I kind of want you to think of like a clock and how a clock moves. And you can do this hand motion with me. T, 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 t. That's going to help you to make that short, quick short sound for the letter T. So let's practice it. Here we go. We're going to write it 3 times. T, 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 t. Nice job. If you'd like to practice the letter T, push pause on the video and practice it a few more times and make sure you make that sound for T, t, like in turtle. All right, moving on. Go ahead and put your X and create your brackets for your top line, your middle line, and your bottom line. The next letter we're going to learn is the letter S, and it is very different from the letter F and the letter T. So for the letter S, we're going to find the middle line, and we're going to move over one, if you think about that imaginary box, and we're going to start just below that middle line. And we're going to curve up. We're going to touch that middle line. We're going to go halfway down. And then we're going to curve back, touch that bottom line, and curve up. And that is a lowercase s. It's got a lot of curves in it. So let's try it one more time. Ready? So right below the midline, we're going to curve up. And then we're going to curve back. We're going to touch that bottom line. And we're going to curve back up again, and that is the lowercase s. When you think of the lowercase s, I want you to think about the word sock. Everyone say sock. Now, what sound do you hear at the beginning of sock? Oh, I hear the s sound, like a snake. So take your hand, and I want you to go like this. S. Good job. So when we create the letter S, we're going to make that sound. Ready? Here we go. Let's do one more. And if you notice, the letter S kind of looks like a snake. All right, my friends, go ahead and push pause on the video, and you can practice the letter S next. challenge time. All right, my friends. It is time to write some words using the letters that we just learned. F, T, and S. We're going to start with real words, and then we're going to use some nonsense words. Remember, if you are right-handed, I want you to hold your pen or your pencil in your right hand, and we're going to pound and tap with your left hand. If you are left-handed, you're going to hold your pencil in your left hand, and you're going to pound and tap with your right hand. Okay, so get your hand ready. Get all your tools ready to go, okay? So I'm going to find my paper, and I'm going to go ahead and do my brackets. So I have my top line, my middle line, and my bottom line. Pull that down just a little bit. All right, so the first word is a real word, and we are going to write the word fat, okay? Let's pound it. Here we go. Fat. Now let's slow it down and listen to the sounds. At. I hear 3 sounds. What sound do we hear at the beginning of fat? Oh, like in fish. That's going to be that letter F. Go ahead and write your letter F. Nice job. Now let's pound it again. Fat. Ah. Ooh, we learned the letter A in a different video. So let's go ahead and write that letter A next. Ah, like an apple. It's going to be that circle, go up to that midline, and back down to that bottom line. That's ready. Let's pound it one more time. Fat. At. Now we're listening to that final sound, or the last sound. It makes the T sound, like in turtle. Fat. Now, let's go ahead and let's say the sound slowly. At. Now let's drag our finger underneath and read it. At. Faster. Fat. This word is fat. My cat is very fat. All right, let's try another word. The next word is a real word, and this word is sat. Let's go ahead and pound it. Sat. At. Now you're going to notice that sat sounds a lot like fat. So the second part, or this back part of the word, is going to stay the same, but the beginning part is going to change. Listen. Sat. Oh, we're going to begin with the letter S, like in snake. Sat. Ah. That's right. It's going to be that lowercase a. Sat. At. That's right. And it's going to end like turtle. T. This is the word sat. Let's say the sound slowly. At. Now let's say them a little bit faster. Ready? At. One more time fast. Sat. This word is sat. I sat on my hat. Oh my gosh. Fat and sat rhyme because the sounds sound the same at the end. Nice job. Now we're going to try a nonsense word. A nonsense word is a word that is not real. So it allows us to slow down and really listen to sounds. So the first nonsense word that we are going to write is the word fod. Here we go. Fod. D. What do we hear in the beginning? Fod. That's right. I hear F like in fish. Now let's listen to the second sound. Fod. Ooh. Do you remember what vowel makes the ah sound? Did you say oh? You are so right. Kiss your brain. Fod. D. What is that last sound that we hear? Did you hear D like in dog? What letter is that? That's right, that is the letter D. So remember, to form the letter D, we do that circle first, and then the stick. This word is fod. Let's read it. Odd. Fod. Nice job. All right, we're going to do one more nonsense word. And this nonsense word is ket. Ket. Ready? Here we go. Ket. et. What is the first sound you hear? K. You might be thinking, okay, I know two sounds that make the k sound, the letter C and the letter K. Well, let me show you a trick. The letter C and the letter K are pretty special, okay? The letter C is only followed by the vowels A, O, and U. The letter K is only followed by the vowels I, E, and U. So let's listen to our nonsense word again and try to figure out, are we going to begin the word ket with C or K? Here we go. Ket. K. E. T. Ooh, what is that second sound? I hear like an egg. So are we going to begin with a C or are we going to begin with a K? What do you think? If you said K, you are right because E makes the sound. All right, so for this nonsense word, let's go ahead and draw our brackets, top, middle, and bottom line. We're going to begin with the K sound. K, ket, K, et. Here we go. Let's make that letter K. So this is a review of letters that we've already learned. K, ket, K, e. And then that final sound, ket, K, et. Because sometimes when we do word writing challenge, we gotta review letters that we've already learned. All right, here's your challenge, my friends. See what other words you can come up with, whether they're real words like fat, sat, like fat and sat, or nonsense words like fod and ket. How many can you come up with and practice using the letters F, T, and S, or some of the other letters that we've learned in our other videos? All right, my friends, get to writing.